doing today? I hope you are doing great. Today I'm going to show you something. I'm going to create a new list under a folder, but I want that the statuses for the list will be a little different from that of the folder. And this is the particular folder which I'm going to use to create a list under it. Okay, let us first see what statuses this folder has. Click on the three dots next to the name of the folder. These three dots, as you can see, will lead us to the folder settings as the tooltip text is showing. Let us click and then click statuses. Okay, so these are the 5 statuses: planning, test status, in progress, to do, and closed. These are the 5 statuses the test folder has. Okay, now let us, since we did not make any changes here, we can click this particular cancel or close icon, and we can also click the save button. Even if we click the save button, it will not be such a big problem or difference, because we did not actually make any changes here. But you know what do we do in such cases when we do not make any changes? We simply click the close button. That's what. Now let us create the list. And in order to create the list under this particular folder, what do I need to do? I need to create, I can click this particular plus button. There I can create the list. By clicking this particular plus button next to the name of the folder, I can create a new list. I can create a new document. Even I can import data from this project management software. Okay. Let me show you one more place where you can create a list under a particular folder. We can do that in the folder settings menu, and this is the create new tab. Let's click it, and it is the same small menu. You can create a new list here, new document here, and import here. Okay, so let us now click the new list link, and first of all we have to name our list. Let us name the list as taste, not taste, it's test list. Okay, now create the list. Fine. While excuse me for a moment. When you created a workspace, you had to go through so many steps, and when you created a space in ClickUp, you also had to go through a number of steps. And when you are about to create a folder, the process is not exactly short. You have to set, the statuses and some other formalities. Okay, but creating a list in ClickUp, the project management software, is pretty easy. It's just a matter of a few clicks, like that you just show, that you just have seen right now. So this is the new list, test list, that has been created under this particular folder, test folder. How do you know whether this list is under this folder? Because look at these alignments. This alignment and this alignment, they are not the same alignment. So this is why you can assume that these two lists, list and test list, these two lists are under this folder. This is also a list, offline research, but it is not under this folder. How do you know? Because look at the alignment. It is actually in the same alignment. That means equivalent. When they are equivalent, they are not under something else, right? Okay. I have some scratch, and I feel like scratching the inside of my throat. That's why I have to take these breaks. Pardon me. Okay, we are back now. So what was our target in this particular video? What did I want to show? I wanted to show that how I will be creating a list under a folder, but the statuses for the list will be different from that of the folder. That's what my target was. Okay, let us see once again what are the statuses for the folder. The three dots, the folder settings menu, and statuses. So planning, test status, in progress. Pardon me one second. Okay. To do and closed. These are the 5 statuses the folder, the parent folder has. Okay. So how about let me open the list settings menu. The list settings, as you can see from the tooltip text, right? Okay. Click it, the list settings menu. Now click statuses, list statuses. Okay. So we don't see any particular thing around here. Why? Because while we created the list, we didn't have to set any set of statuses, right? That's why it doesn't show anything. But yeah, currently the thing is that use folder statuses. Folder statuses are being used for the list. But I want to customize it, so I click custom. But no. These are not the 3 statuses I want to use because they are not from the folder as well. So let me click the folder. Folder. Now, as you can recognize, these are the 5 statuses of the folder. But I want to customize them. I want to edit them so that for the list. Okay. So how do I do that? First of all, I think the to do list shouldn't be here. Let me drag right here. And also, I think blue is not the appropriate color for the to-do status. So I click and I choose something like red. Okay. And I also think test status, it doesn't really denote anything for a status. Okay, it is just a test status. So I want to get rid of it. How do I do that? I delete it. Okay, so I click the 3 dots and here I delete the status. I have got rid of the status. Fine. But red and orange, they are almost similar. I want to change the name of the color. Let me try this one, a little brown. Is this brown or gray? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm happy. But one other thing is that in progress, I do not like these words. I want something like processing. So how do I rename the status of a particular list or folder, whatever you like to call it in ClickUp? Just go to the 3 dots once again and click rename. So processing. One thing to note here is that all the letters are, capital. Let me see how much time is left. Okay. So click somewhere else and your status has been renamed. You want to add a status? That is also possible. Just click this particular add status button. Okay? Add status and you can enter any status whatsoever. You click somewhere else. Oh my God. The status has been created. But no. This is simply another test status. I have got rid of it. So this is how you change the color of a status. You rename a status. You can delete a status. You can add a status. And you can also move a status upwards or downwards. One thing to note here is that you cannot move the first status and the last status. Okay? And not only that, you cannot delete the first status. There is no delete option. You cannot delete the last status. You can rename the first status, but not the last status. It is always closed. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can rename it, no problem. I just cannot change the color for the last status. It is always green. So you can change the name of the first status. You can change its color, no problem. You cannot delete the first status and the last status. You cannot move the first status and the last status. There will be at least 2 statuses for any item on ClickUp, be it list or folder or space. Okay, I hope you got my point. Now I click save. And also switch to the board view. The test list is selected. Switch to the board view. You see that I have changed statuses for the list. It's only number in 4 where the folder has 5 statuses. That's all for this particular video. Thank you guys for staying with all this time.